Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense working from the pistol. On the draw, it's Jackson. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there. As we get closer to the playoff, that becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
It's complete to the left. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. There's some room. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's Sayin to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Quickly to the tight end. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
Well, this quarterback is dynamic, and it's because of his speed. You see it in the run game, but also when he decides to extend the play, scramble, and just buy himself time. Defense can't keep up with him as he's able to find that completion for the first.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Smith. Powers through the defender. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Hauls it in. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. That can be a momentum builder to convert your first third down and also get your quarterback in a rhythm throwing the slant.
That's so nice. You always want to do that. You want to start the game in a good rhythm, get your quarterback comfortable. Slants are easy, timing routes, get a first down. Now maybe open it up even more.
Say it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Holds and fires complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on third down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Saying from the gun on third down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Dead center perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Lacey. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the 3 yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the back. He's going to take off. Brings into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Running inside, it's Lacey. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Second down, he'll throw it. Sends it downfield. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm, and that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
The Rebels will line up to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll go play action with Sayin. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more, but no question they have got to tackle better on the back end.
Looking for a three. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking to throw on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Turning it on! All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here as we get a look at the numbers so far. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the offense is trying to go power here, and normally this play hits right up the middle, but there was just too much congestion. It forced the ball carrier to bounce it to the outside, and he gets tackled for a loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. A designed run for the quarterback. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. He's looking to pass. Bringing the heat. He lobs one high down the left side. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And the evolution of football has been amazing, right? Like so many different guys, that tight ends that can do different things now, and big body wide receivers. And I think the running back spot has too. Just, it used to be a guy you handed it off to all the time, but now they can start running the route tree and getting down the field and making catches like this to make big plays for your offense.
The Rebels look to keep this drive humming. Might be calling a hot route. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got him outside. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Slams ahead. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
3rd and goal, where the strong come through. He's got it again. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now have got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board, David.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the field goal ties it up here in the 2nd quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Parker. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Gets the back moving. Breaks the tackle. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm. DB's locked up tight on the receivers.
They feed him again. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Throw it, say it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next time.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Say it. Over the middle, it's Smith. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Oh, he's got some space. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. Timeout signaled for by the Buckeyes. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Sayin. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Cook. It's complete on the right side. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Using his legs to buy some time. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
Man, that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play, he drops back, first down, got to play the whole field up, scrambles around, runs for a first down, new set of downs, new set of problems.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line.
Go.
The run inside. It's Lacey. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Uncorks one. Finds a man on the left. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. And it's the Wolverines, chasing a 6th straight victory today. This team is a snowball rolling downhill, just adding momentum with every new week. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Sunbelt.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for an open area to his left. There he goes. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And how about the coverage on the back end by this defense, man? Great job. Nobody's open. He's looking for somebody to make a play. We've seen him already take off, make plays with his feet, but he tries to do it with his arm, and the defense gets home.
Punt is on its way. He'll take it on the return. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be makes a grab and room to run. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Finding some room. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Pulls and fires complete. Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Jackson. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here's Julian saying to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Picked off! What a play by this defense. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the Buckeyes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Cunningham. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Set up for the 1st down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Snap in the shotgun. Finds his man. It's Haas. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
He wants to change this route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab on the big throw. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
And this offense chooses aggressiveness, man. 3rd down and short, a lot of people think run, be physical. I got 4 downs. They say, no, bro. I know your defense is going to be aggressive. I might get a look I want to get. They got the look. Throw the bomb down the field and make the big play.
He's looking deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's a heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Calls his own number. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the 4th quarter. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Ready? That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
He's looking to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Floating away. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
4th down, no problem. Call your own number. He does a great job sticking the ball in the belly of the running back, pulling that thing out, taking off and running, and knowing he had the 1st down. Nice job by this offense to get a fresh set of downs.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Goes to the option. He'll keep it again on the option. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got it on the run. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. How good have they been the last couple of drives? Took a close game, turned it into a blowout, and they have the football back.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Red pass, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the 1st down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, say it, using the quick game. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Rebels offense is back on the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Pulls it on the option. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man out of the backfield. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Motion from the back. On the snap, it's Cook. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And it's really tough in that 4th and medium range because you're still thinking pass defensively, and they're late reacting to the run. How about the play call to be able to call the run with confidence, execute it? Nice job by the offense getting the 4th down conversion. 1st down, new set of downs.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
This defense is played with a chip on its shoulder. Like they knew this guy was a great running back, and they took pride shutting him down today. So many guys near the line of scrimmage, so aggressive. Priority number one was stopping that great running back, and not only have they done that, he has negative yards rushing on the day.
Takes a hit as he fires. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw, and he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Cook. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Got it behind the line. It's Alexander. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback.
And, guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And what a fantastic job by the defense there on that 4th down. They understand, obviously, having a big lead. The offense is going to go for it, and they're going to have to throw it. Everybody on defense has their eyes on the QB. They're able to jump in front of the pass, take it in for a touchdown, build their lead, and that essentially seals this game. They're going to go home with the W.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
That's caught. It's cooked.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, and I like the quarterback's quick decision-making, puts it on the ground, decides to take it himself, goes, gets the necessary yardage, first down.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route.
886 bouncing. 886 bouncing.
On the run, it's Lacey. There's a crease. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And the Rebels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
Blue 22.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Ready. Ninja. Go.
Looking to fire. Fires deep toward the end zone. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.